Welcome back to Croc, Legend of the Gobos. I'm your host, Lupulzation, and we're headed into the ring to take down our first boss, a innocent animal that the Baron Dante has transformed. Gotta smack some sense into him. This platform doesn't let you move on it unless you jump off it, and you can steer it. I don't know why you wouldn't go for this heart, since even if you fell, you'd be even. So there's really nothing to stop you from trying for that one. An important thing to note for boss levels is that they don't have any gobos on them, but they do have sort of a gauntlet leading up to them. So there are normal levels that you have to get through to get to them. Sort of like, well, a Bowser's castle. And here he is, the feeble... Here he is, he's all rubbery. Oh, okay, we waited too long to try and close in on him there, and like any normal boss, it's gonna be 3 hits, which makes these boss battles very difficult, since there's no way that you can collect crystals after you get knocked out once. So, okay, you saw there, since we didn't have any crystals left, as soon as we got near him when he wasn't vulnerable, we got booted. So you want to put forth your best effort when you get at him first, since that's when you'll have a buffer. It's also always the best time to sort of figure out what's going on with the boss, work up a strategy, that sort of thing. With this one, you just kind of run circles around him until he starts panting, and then you turn around as quick as you can. And so you definitely want to go with the tail swipe for this one, and it's almost like a baseball. You kind of want to imagine hitting through him, hitting through the ball when you go for it. So even if you're kind of brushing by him, it'll keep you safer and keep your momentum going past him. These bosses always have 3 strikes and they're out, and they'll freeze-framed it so that you know that you did it. Here we go with our first kind of a bonus level, but we're gonna go after a jigsaw piece here. We've collected all 6 gobos from the first 3 levels, so we got a new Dantini here. He's a jumping Dantini. I find the best method to wait until he's jumping towards you and to just hit him with a tail swipe. Tail swipe tends to be the better offensive weapon, since there's less of a wind-up and a little bit less of a recovery time too. You know, it's faster, and you can do it while you're landing, while you're mid-air. It's pretty flexible. The stomp is basically your weapon for breaking open boxes, although it does feel pretty darn satisfying when you do use it. Whenever you see a box sort of by itself, it's generally an indication that a switch will place platforms for you there later. Hey, it's Q*bert's cousin. I think Q*bert got the good side of his family's genes. Okay, survived a lava hit. That's sort of the lucky one where you can grab onto a platform. Lost our crystals, but that's the way it goes. Got stuck on nothing there. I guess Q*bert's cousin was hard up on money, had to join forces with Baron Dante. So now that we have that key, we can come back here and unlock that crate, which will make some platforms for us over at that crate. I'm not doing well with avoiding lava. Yeah, there are levels where I just find it impossible to hang on to any crystals. You know, it'll be like I'm a hitting target for all the enemies. You know, I can be kind of clumsy in real life, but I think it can even be worse in video game land. I do love these underground music themes. So good. Now, if we peek over here, come on, work with me. Okay, you'll see the glimmer of gold, and that's the jigsaw piece, which marks the end of these secret levels. Whenever you see that and you see another way to go, it means that there's still more to explore and get. There's also always going to be a door right next to the jigsaw piece where you need a key to unlock it. So that's what we're going to find at the end of this tunnel. It's kind of funny that there's even more bonus stuff that you can get in the bonus level. That's optional. I guess I should distinguish between the sparkle levels and these levels. Probably the easiest terminology would be sparkle levels and jigsaw levels. If I say bonus level, though, I'll be referring to these, and if I say secret levels, I'll be referring to... Okay, Cameron was not cooperating with me there, but we made it through with one crystal intact. Yeah, as the game progresses, they'll love throwing in these timing things at you, where you have rotating platforms and falling platforms and the whole kit and caboodle. What works best for me is to stay as long as you can on the more sturdy stuff until you kind of get a sense at the timing of it, so that even if you can't see well, you can kind of guess what's going on, where you're pointed. So what these rooms will have is they'll have a couple of hearts for you. Personally, I feel like the payoff isn't really worth the effort they have to get into putting these particular hearts, just because going up these pillars takes so long. As you see, we got these rotating platforms that you have to line up time-wise, and if you go back to the secret levels that we found earlier, the same hearts will be there, and if you just go in and you get to the secret level, you can grab the hearts and get out of there without having to worry about finishing the level. So I would say that the first level with its 4 lives is the best one to go back to if you find yourself in need of some lives. And we'll just point ourselves towards the pillow here, since we know that those are connected to the ground. And it looks like we're going to finish with a substantial amount of crystals here, which is always exciting. Well, substantial for me anyway. Okay, so that marks the end of the level. There are going to be 8 of those in total, so that we can access something special, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.